Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting transfer updates. We start with Vitor Roque, as Vitor Roque will not join Barcelona this summer itself, says Atletico Paranense CEO. He said there is no chance. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this transfer revelation, as it has been claimed that PSG offered this Spanish duo to Barca as part of the Dembele deal, but it didn't go through. We are also going to be discussing on that. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barca have recently freed up around 9 million euros in financial fair play margin by sanctioning the sale of Franquisia. They are expected to balance the books further by releasing Ousmane Dembele to Paris Saint-Germain. In the midst of such sales, many expect Barca to register their new signings. This led to raised hopes of the club being able to register Vitor Roque this summer. Speaking to Fabrizio Romano, Atletico Paranense CEO Alexandra Matos has confirmed that Vitor Roque won't be joining Barcelona this summer. He said, "There is no chance for Vitor Roque to leave and join Barca in August," Matos said. "He will leave in January. That was the pact with Barca, and it will be respected at all costs," he said. Matos' comments back up a report earlier this month which claimed that Atletico PR want to keep hold of their player Vitor Roque in order to qualify for the Copa Libertadores. He said, "We need him, for the final 20 games and to qualify for the Copa Libertadores 2024, Matos added. So Vitor has racked up 8 goals in just 17 games in the 2023 edition of Brazilian Serie A side so far. He also netted 4 goals in the Copa Libertadores 2023, though the club were knocked out in the last 16 2 days ago. The Brazilian not joining Barcelona this summer, therefore, could indeed prove to be a big blow for the club. That said, the Catalans are trying to bring in new attackers from the market. They have targeted a few exciting options, including João Felix and Bernardo Silva. The club have also yet to rule out the return of Neymar, whose potential addition can help Barca replenish their strike force going into the new season. Of course, Vitor Roque coming to Barca right now was always a big question, and this report started escalating, especially when Atletico Paranense got eliminated from the Copa Libertadores. And of course, we can now see a confirmation from the CEO himself, from the Brazilian club, confirming that their striker will not leave them August. The plan was already in January. He confessed that the pact was already there with Barca. So whatever rumors that we are getting, whatever things that we're getting from the rumor mill is just all lies, as he said. They are all lies. So Vitor Roque, there's no chance that he will be joining Barca. Despite the speculations and rumors we have been getting online, Vitor Roque will be a Barca player from January onwards, which means as soon as the January transfer window reopens on January 1st, Barcelona will be eligible to bring Vitor Roque and present him as their new player. Of course, he has been doing well, in Brazil, and his numbers are not that bad. I think his numbers are good for a player of his age, and I think that being at the age of 18, when he'll be getting matured, when he'll be reaching his peak, then you can imagine the level that Vitor Roque will be. We just hope that Xavi continues to teach him very well on how to do his job, and of course, manage him very well. So Vitor Roque's move to Barca, which have been a lot of brought a lot of rumors recently, until Fabrizio Romano himself, when I was watching one of his videos on YouTube yesterday, Fabrizio himself confirmed that many people have been asking him because he had to include that Vitor Roque deal to his video because there have been a lot of questions, you know, that he have been facing online in his social media platform asking that is it true, is it true that Vitor Roque will be joining Barca, how far is the situation and stuff like that. Fabrizio himself said everything point blank, saying that look, this guy will be a player for Barca for sure, but coming to Barca now looks difficult. Despite Atletico Paranense eliminated from the Copa Libertadores round of 16, and Fabrizio himself confirmed that the two clubs agreed that the player will only come next year, particularly in the January window. Of course, let's not forget that in the Brazilian league or whatever, their own season ends in December, unlike European that their own ends in May or June like that. So the season for Brazil will finish in December. That is why they will be leaving their striker, Vitor Roque, leaving the club in January. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. After a ton of speculation and suspicious delays, Ousmane Dembele's transfer from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain finally looks to be on the horizon. The Frenchman would have been announced by the Ligue 1 giants this week, but due to some delays in signing the paperwork, Dembele hasn't yet been officially announced. However, with the news now imminent in the coming days, more reports about the negotiations behind the scenes are surfacing. Joan Bernard and Fabian Ruiz have been offered to Barca. A flurry of speculations has been flying about regarding the Dembele transfer, which was shrouded in drama itself. A 50 million euro release clause which expired and converted to 100 million, and then ended up being redundant due to the 50 million private clause in Dembele's contract, took the limelight in what has been another dramatic transfer saga. It didn't end there, as Barca have also been in dispute over how to split the 50 million, with the initial agreement stating that it will be a 50 million or a 50-50 split with Dembele and his representative. However, the Catalans clearly didn't seem to agree, thinking that the Frenchman had not met certain criteria that warranted him to get his share of the cash. In the midst of all this, journalist Albert Fernandez has come out with the report that PSG have even offered two players to Barca in order to land Dembele. The players in question were left back Joan Pava and midfielder Fabian Ruiz, both of the ideal reinforcements the Catalans were looking for. This was clearly a report or a move to try and lower the price tag even further at the Parisians' advantage, but ultimately they ended up avoiding the larger 100 million euros clause anyway. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.